ToyHouseHD, ToyHouseHD, it's ToyHouseHD.
This is a behind-the-scenes look at how I made the Kooky family. Here's Cody, and then we're actually going to use Spaghetti Sue for his sister, and just going off of the blue eyes and the blonde-ish yellow hair, we're going to use Barbie. I actually have a ton of extra Barbies because every time I buy a playset, they come with like an extra Barbie, so I actually have like a few dozen Barbies. And then for the dad, I have Ken right here. He's actually sitting here by himself because he needs to dry off first. I actually found this Ken doll on eBay, so it was used. The hair had a lot of gunk in it, so I had to wash it like a couple times, so it's still a little wet. The reason why it was so hard to find this Ken was because there's not a lot of Kens right now that have hair, and if they do, a lot of them look like really outdated, like they're from like the 80s, and I think this one's called the Merman Ken or something. It's unfortunate that the blonde hair isn't like really yellow, but I think this will do. So we'll let Ken dry off here. And I know I got a billion requests to make the Girl Kooky Kookie. Now I could use Jessie Cake again, but first of all, I will have to reroot all the hair. So what I did was look for a Shopee doll with yellow hair. Now I could also use like Pineapple Lily or Poppette, but I think they're too recognizable, and I don't have Spaghetti Sue yet. So I think she's like super cute, and we don't have a lot of dolls that just have like this regular smile. So like I mentioned, if I use Jessie Cake again, I would have to reroot the whole entire head. I don't mind doing that, but after making Cody, my hand was starting to hurt, so I didn't want to do too much rerooting this time, just because if I get injured again, then I wouldn't be able to make more videos because I need to save my hands for editing. So there's a little bit of a trade-off. But I can always reroot later, I just couldn't do it like really quickly, like in one video. So my strategy is that because she already has this yellow hair, I would just root some of this brown hair, like Cody's hair, and that would save my hand from a lot of strain and potential injury, because honestly, I think I'm starting to get a little bit of carpal tunnel. Take off her hairband. She has beautiful long bangs. Aww, I can see she has 1, 2, and 3 major highlights, so. And I honestly think it really is yellow because they try to make the Barbies like kind of naturally blonde, and you can really see a difference here. So I think it's safe to say that this actually is yellow. Anyways, and also if you guys don't like to reroot dolls and you want to make Kooky Kody, this is a shortcut way to make her without rerooting the whole head. I like how she has these braids. What we can do later is take off these braids and reroot some brown hair in here and then braid them back so she has some like yellow and brown braids. And also later I'm going to show you how I did this really easy upholstery. This process can get a little messy, so I recommend that you put some poster paper or some kind of tablecloth down. This is the same wig that I used for Cody, and I think I can use this for the entire family. I actually found this at the dollar store. These are hair extensions. I think they put this out every year for Halloween. You should dip this in a little bit of water just to make it a little easier to pick up the strands. I'm gonna use some of these roots so I don't have to poke new holes. You can use pliers to pull out the hair in one of the roots. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Just be gentle when you're pulling out the roots. You don't want to like ruin the head or like pull out a whole section. I'm gonna take one strand, hook it up to my rooter or rooting needle. You need like really sharp eyes for this. And you just root it just like in the other video. There you go. And now there's no turning back. And I'm just gonna check the length. I want to make these a little longer than her hair so I can just trim it off later. And now she's part of the Kooky family. And you just have to be careful, don't pull these out. If you want them to stay permanently, you'll have to take her head off and then like put glue in there so this would like stay glued on the inside. If you're just gentle with the doll, you don't have to do that. I'm just gonna randomly pick which strands to reroot. There's the second one. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. So far I've done a few strands, just kind of randomly. Like I said, this is a faster way to make Kooky Kookie, so I'm gonna keep going over here. So this is how far I went. Still have a few more to go, but I just checked my wig supply and I'm running low. And I wanna make sure I have enough hair for the mom and dad, so I do the same concept. And because her hair is already blonde, I'm just gonna start picking random strands and start rerooting them. Ooh, there you go. So I'm just gonna keep going and do like random roots. Okay, I made quite some progress. I am really running out of this hair, so let's make sure we have enough for the dad first before we go back in and fill in all the other hair. I'm gonna pull out some roots first. Surprisingly, most of the Ken dolls now don't have hair. They're just painted on. So, let's see. Oh. Okay, so here is the family progress shot. And this is pretty close to what I envisioned. And I brushed out my wig, so I'm kind of limited. I think I'm going to use most of these to fill in her hair, because I think we're going to see her more often. So I'm going to spend more time to polish her look off. Yeah, this is going to take some time, so I recommend listening to some music. Somebody did ask me what I like to listen to, so just to prove during a behind the scenes video that I do listen to classical. I recommend pulling the roots clean before you reroot them. Da 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 and root. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. Take this original braid and braid it back. That looks pretty good. Okay, her hair is a little crazy right now. Gently brush it out because the roots are not glued down inside, so I don't want to pull out this newly rooted hair. Snip, snip, snip. Get rid of all this excess. So it will help if you have somebody in your family that knows how to do haircuts and stuff. Hey, now for the mom. I think the Cookie Mommy just has some like really bad highlights. I kind of like her hair like all crazy like this. Maybe I'll gel it down a little bit. Or I can tie it down to a ponytail so it's not like too crazy and too distracting. Let's use some of this hair gel. So I gelled it down and now I'm just gonna tie her hair together in the back so it's gonna dry in this shape. Okay, we'll let her sit there and dry. Now, the dad. I think the dad should have crazy hair just like Kody. Trim off all this extra hair. Lots of hair gel. You might even have to try to use some like clear glue. Okay, this is the best I could do. I'm gonna trim off the brown so it kind of blends in with the dark blonde. Please excuse this giant mess. I got some khakis for the mom and khakis for the dad. These are all like old Barbie and Ken clothes. So I didn't make them, I just found them. I found this yellow polo shirt for Ken, and then I looked through my Barbie closet and I found this bright yellow, I think this is like a swimsuit, but I think this would be a cute outfit for the mom. Or we can keep her in the yellow dress, which I also like. Well, let's do an alternative too. And I also have these khakis from another Barbie Kelly or Barbie Tommy outfit. And I think we'll use this for the girl. I don't know if I want a yellow shirt for her yet, but I do have this yellow Barbie Kelly apron, so let's keep this for her first. And maybe I'll dot this with brown too. This is just acrylic. So let's carefully make some chocolate chips. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. I don't want to overdo it yet. Let's do this for the mom. Just very easily make some dots. Okay, I do like this super bright yellow, so I'll let these dry. And for her apron, let's make little tiny dots. Little tiny chocolate chips. Ooh, okay, let's let all these clothes dry. Now I did promise one more craft. So these chairs are literally upholstered with my custom cloth. These chairs are actually from this My Fancy Life dining room playset. You can find this on Amazon and eBay. It's not an official Barbie playset, but they do fit like all 12.5-inch fashion dolls like Barbies. I had this for a while, but I haven't put them together until now. But when I did, I realized that I can probably put my own fabric over the seat to customize it. So I did try and it worked. Let me just show you. A lot of people ask me where I found this. You can find these from Joann Fabric, or I think Walmart even has them. I want to see if I can get the whole cookie here. I'm just gonna lightly mark around where I'm gonna cut. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because it's gonna be covered up. So, see if it fits. Perfect. So all you do is just clip this in, but now you have your seat cover. There you go. You can recenter this if you want, but I think it's okay. And that's how you reupholster a Barbie chair. And you can see the bottom. It's not super perfect. That's why I said earlier that you don't have to cut like in super straight lines. And you don't need a lot of fabric. So here's 2 chairs. Now I'm gonna put all their clothes on. And now, we're gonna need a super small paintbrush. This is a eyeliner brush. Some pale blue, steady hands, and classical music. Not bad. Now I'm gonna use this brown. We'll just paint over her yellow eyebrows. Okay, so that is pretty much how I made this family. Thank you for watching this first behind the scenes look. This kind of just shows you my creative process. I still have a lot of other things to do, like figure out her shoes. I hope you enjoyed this quick little DIY. Thank you, bye!
ToyHouseHD, ToyHouseHD, it's ToyHouseHD. Comment, like, and share, and subscribe before you go.